What is a relationship? A relationship, fundamentally speaking, is a contract. It's an agreement established upon the basis of where you relate. A relationship is an agreement which allows the participants to feed from the energy of one another interchangeably. It allows the participants to draw from the very life force of one another. In this word relationship, you'll notice out in the forefront the word relate. Relate basically speaks to the living ability to connect. Activation of that ability to connect is where the shun comes in, T-I-O-N. The constant activation of this ability to connect naturally forms a condition, and the condition is denoted by the suffix ship. So what we have now is a living connection bound by an agreement to meet in a certain mental space, bound by an agreement to exude the nature of a certain mentality, bound by an agreement to actively support a certain harmony, a certain rhythm, similar to two divine instruments. Okay, and the relationship is a sort of song. But like any song, there are changes. There are ups and downs, progressions, growths, developments. There are always growths and developments. Now, with that said, growths and developments are established, or they become a fact based off of thought processes. And although we are indeed essentially one, being two living aspects of the one true creator, from a mental standpoint, we are individuals. What does that mean? It means that we grow and develop in different directions. And here's where our problem comes in a lot of times. It is in our failure to pay attention. So here we are in our agreement. We have our connection, and we are in one accord, like those two divine instruments. And we're harmonizing, making beautiful music. And then one of you starts to entertain the thought of another song, right? Another mentality. And if you remain focused on your relationship, you'll be able to make moves with one another for the sake of the rhythm, right? And you'll be able to establish new conditions together. If you do not remain focused, right? If you do not stay steadfast, all right, and the same song isn't still the mission, and or the mission changes, but one of you are refusing to change with it, then what happens is these instruments start striking chords that are slightly different. All right, slightly different at first, but immensely different over time. And you start to hear that ping in the song. It's not the same harmony anymore, right? There's a certain uneasiness now when you listen to the rhythm. It's called tension. That space in between these two notes, these two chords getting hit, is the tension. And there comes that tension in the relationship due to the fact that you didn't pay attention in the relationship, right? One started to move in a direction and the other wasn't there to assist in maintaining the focus, or one started to move in a direction which was appropriate for the growth and development and the other refused to come along, and before you know it, you've got that tension. And over time, the tension, right, is so much that after a while, you can't even see those two individuals in the same picture anymore. And where there was once a bright and beautiful relationship, there's nothing but darkness.